promise, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. 1 second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the greatest motorsports betting program in the history of the universe. It's good to be back in the heart of America, here on Dalescenter, and I'm your host, Dale Tanhart, the greatest NASCAR bettor in the history of the universe. Good to see some familiar faces back again. We had a good episode last week. Not great. We were in Indianapolis. We had to record it. I didn't have Wi-Fi because I was living in a trailer park, which is the standard when I go to the Indy 500, and then back again for the Brickyard weekend. But it was amazing. The picks were pretty damn good. We nailed several top plays, and we hit our second Dalescenter parlay of the year. I still haven't checked, and I want to see if we can do that at the end of the show. I want to go back on the tweet I posted where I offered to give away a Garage Guys Hooters prize pack if you could nail a 3-leg parlay that had to be 7-1 odds or higher. I haven't seen if nobody's tagged me and said they hit one. And I had like 30 people send in parlays. So I want to know if anybody actually hit one. I was going to go back to that tweet and check it out here on Dalescenter and look and see if anybody actually nailed a 3-leg parlay that they tweeted at me. But I'm proud that we hit the second Tanhart Triple Crown of the year. And to start off the program, we're going to go over IndyCar lines, as you see on the bottom of your screen for the Detroit Grand Prix. And kind of a last-minute deal here. Pretty standard that we get RotoDoc on the program. I wasn't sure if he was going to be on or not. The man is a busy man out in Vegas. He's got a lot of cool shit going on. But he will be here any second now. Once I get his overlay fixed, I got to do some cropping real quick because if you could believe it, when I went to Indy, Streamlabs completely shit the bed and deleted like everything. Like I had to reset all of my overlays here on Dalescenter, and it's been a lot of fun the last few days. Have been very, very tiring because I had so many files, so many folders, so many scenes. It's been a pain in the ass. But while I get RotoDoc's, while I get his deal ready here, we're gonna you can see the IndyCar odds. What is the filter here to get this? That's not it. Good to see you guys back in the chat again. It's kind of weird not doing a live Dalescenter. Here we go, crop. Boom. Ace, Brett McLam, Eric, Herb, Matthew Jones, Taco Todd. I saw that, Taco Todd. We should make lines on what time Dalescenter will actually start. Yeah, I love that because usually it's around I feel like it's usually around the 7:15 mark. I think we were pretty close this time, but we got caught up. So let's see here. Left, right. Let's see how this looks. No. Oh, we're almost there. RotoDoc, I got you. There we go. All right, guys. Let's welcome back the man, the myth, the legend, superior IndyCar bettor in the IndyCar world, good friend of the show, contributor to our good friends over at Action Network. The RotoDoc has been killing it on IndyCar bets this year, so let's welcome him to the program. Do you have me loud and clear, my good friend?
Excuse me, I sure do. I don't know if my voice does.
No, you're good. I've had some. I don't know. It's a weird part of the year. I usually don't get very sick, but I've got a little bit of mess right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
kind of that crumminess.
I'm feeling good though. I'm feeling good. So thankfully.
Well, look, it's a Detroit Grand Prix, a little bit different this year. We've been at the Belle Isle for the last 800 years, or I guess since 1991. Now we're downtown. So I want to start there with that storyline that it's a new race, a lot of uncertainties. I'm sure you guys have seen. I'm sure you've seen it, Nick. I'm sure you've seen the pit road, the craziest thing I've ever seen. But I just want your initial thoughts on how these storylines impact the betting landscape.
Yeah, I think it's super interesting. So there's a lot of things. You mentioned the pit road. So for those of you who don't know, instead of just having one pit road where everybody pits on one side, because there's not enough space for a one long 1,000-foot pit road, they made a 500-foot pit road, and half the cars are going to pit on the left and half the cars are going to pit on the right, and then they're going to merge back together. So it'll be like the first time in history we've seen that in any of the major North American motorsport series. So that's going to be interesting. That'll create potentially some chaos. We have, like you said, a new layout, new track. It's brand new repaved. They said they repaved the whole track part of the roads. So we're going to have a newly repaved surface, and it's mostly 90-degree turns. We do have a hairpin in there, and we do have a little like kink chicane type thing leading on to the back straight, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's not much of a back straight, but by and large, mostly 90-degree turns that we'll be seeing here for Detroit. So a lot of uncertainty. Everybody's starting with brand new notes, which should level the playing field a bit. So I think with all of this, there may be some opportunity to take some longer shots here just because things can get crazy. And I mean, it's a street circuit. If somebody hits the wall, there's an untimely caution, things will definitely shuffle up.
All right, let's start with that then. You think there might be chaos? What is your favorite long shot play that you have out the gate?
Yeah, right out the gate. I was perusing Caesars. They just, released, I guess, some of their prop bets. Felix Rosenquist they had at plus 850 for a top 10, or top 5, I should say, not a top 10, which is crazy. So I bet that and moved it immediately to plus 750. I still love Felix Rosenquist plus 750 for a top 5. If you look at his top 5s in his career, they've pretty much all come at road or street circuits, other than his one Indy finish where he finished 4th place. Other than that, all of his top 5s have come at road or street circuits. And of course, he's racing with Arrow McLaren now, who's looked great this year. He just finished 5th at IMS, which isn't a road. It's kind of not really a road or a street circuit. It's just its own thing. It's like the Rovaly thing. But you can also get him 25-1 for top Chevy. I think that's pretty crazy to be able to get a driver of his caliber top Chevy. So those would be my favorite long shot bets right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just was shocked to see Rosenquist at 75-1 outright. Yeah. I mean, I thought that was insane. And like you said, Arrow McLaren's been really good. Pato's been great everywhere, not just the Indy 500, not just the street course, road course. Pato's been putting in work everywhere, and Felix has been pretty good as well. You see the lines at the bottom of your screen, all courtesy of Caesars Sportsbook, as Rotodoc said. They just dropped some props, and that's where you get the Felix Rosenquist bet. What else do you like? More on the favorite side, more on maybe a matchup, top 5. Just lay them all out there.
Yeah, I'm just going to go straight to my absolute favorite bet. Now, luckily for me in Nevada, we have Westgate Superbook, but there's lots of Superbook states out there. So if you're in a Superbook state, Scott McLaughlin opened 16-1. I believe at this moment he's 12-1. It could be a little shorter than that now, but I still like that all the way down to like 9 or 8-1. I don't understand that line at all. So I took Scotty Mack at 16, but even on the favorite side, if you want to consider him closer to a favorite at 9 or 8-1, I like that. And then I took Colton Herta at 10-1. He's 7 at Caesars. I'm not so sure I'd do that, but if you want to shop at Caesars, I really like Andretti Autosport this week. We can talk several reasons why, but I would take the longest of the big 3 of Andretti Autosports, which right now is Romain Grosjean at 9-1.
Love that. All right, what else you got? Is that everything, or any more out there?
Right now, those are all the bets I've made. I do think at Caesars, I think it's very interesting that Chevy is plus 155. I mean, it feels certainly Honda should be favored given what we've seen at St. Pete, given what we've seen at Long Beach, which is what I would consider the 2 most comparable tracks so far this year. But Scotty Mack was in it for the win in the first race with Romain Grosjean until they made contact late, and it was definitely a dominant Honda day at Long Beach. But we have a brand new track. One of these manufacturers or teams can figure out better than the other. So I think plus 155 for top Chevy is too long. But Dale, if you'll let me, I want to talk Andretti Autosport here for this race.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So Andretti Autosport, we know They were really good at St. Pete. Colton Herta was up front. Simon Pageant was up front. Kyle Kirkwood was up front. They all started in the top 6 for St. Pete. They had a little bit issue on long wear, but Romain Grosjean was still in it to win until, like we talked about, the contact with Scotty Matt. Then at Long Beach, they finished 1-2-4, those big 3 of Andretti Autosports, with some guy named Kyle Kirkwood getting the win. And so what I've noticed they struggle with, though, this year is tire wear. Well, we have a brand new track, and if you're NASCAR fans, you know newer surfaces tend to lead to lower tire wear because they're so smooth. They're not abrasive. So that should help Andretti Autosport as well. And then you just add the fact that it's a brand new track. So, you know, Penske hasn't had the time to figure it out. Ganassi hasn't had the time to figure it out, which are certainly overall in the long run a step above Andretti. I think that helps level the playing field a bit. I think this is a great race for the big 3 of Andretti between Kyle Kirkwood, Colton Herta, Romain Grosjean. Can't really handicap one or the other because we haven't seen this track before, but I feel like those 3 will be in the mix. At least 2 of those 3.
Love that. Love that. We need qualifying odds for IndyCar. I just wanted to throw that in there too. I'm already thinking about
that'd be amazing.
I'm already thinking about how exciting qualifying is going to be. But that's RotoDoc from our good friends over at the Action Network with his IndyCar bets. I just real quick want to point out Thomas G. Appreciate you. Thomas G says he loves the Running Hot podcast. Listened today, both past my workday and helped me make some lunch money on the weekend. Thomas, love that. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
But
Thank
hey,
you, Thomas, for listening. And I saw that comment, basically Bristol pit road on steroids. Not really, because this isn't Bristol. They're all pitting on the left still, even though it's one big long pit road.
Yeah, you're just going
this
around.
Is literally splitting them in half. They're all pitting at the same time and just splitting them in half. Some to the left, some to the right. So it'll be parallel pit stops. It's going to be wild.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Where can we find you, Mr. RotoDoc, on all your platforms and the Running Hot podcast? That's a good segue.
That's right. At RotoDoc on Twitter. For the Action Network app, you can follow me, Nick_Giffen, Giffen, where you can track all my NASCAR bets, and pretty much just at actionnetwork.com. I write a bunch of articles in the NASCAR/motorsports section for NASCAR and for IndyCar. So make sure to check me out at those spots.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is RotoDoc, my good buddy Nick Giffen here with IndyCar bets for the Detroit Grand Prix. Good luck this weekend, my dude. I got to bet I'm tailing with you in a certain way on Scotty Mack that you guys will see later in the program. Appreciate you, Nick.
Love it. Can't wait to see it, man. Thank you for having me on once again.
Love RotoDoc. He's got good shit. Very, very good shit. Good bets. Leading the way in the IndyCar betting community. Nick Giffen, RotoDoc. Whew. All right, good start to the program, guys. Now we move on to the Truck Series. NASCAR Cup Series and Trucks are at St. Louis Worldwide Technology Raceway. An awesome track to go to. We will be there. We cannot wait. We'll be on the Fan Zone stage. We're the opener for Kenny Wallace and John Roberts Race Day Live. No big deal. They're basically like, I don't know what comparison Chase sees on the podcast, but they're like fucking Van Halen, and we're like, I don't know, some slapdick band. It's like they're the headliner band, and then we're like Ricky Retro or something, you know, opening for the, you know, slap. And Ricky Retro's not a slapdick. I don't know if anybody knows who Ricky Retro is. It looks kind of like Garage Guy Chase, but Ricky Retro was like the opener in the Snake Pit one year, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? He's awesome. It was like 7 in the morning, and this dude was getting crunk as shit at the Indy 500. But yes, we're opening Race Day Live with John Roberts and Kenny Wallace, 9 a.m. Sunday morning, midway stage. If you're going to be there, come by, watch us. We got a driver guest that we're going to announce tomorrow. We may have announced it on the pod, but now I give you an incentive to go listen to the Garage Guys podcast if we did. So I appreciate you guys. It's going to be a great weekend out in St. Louis. But yes, the Cup Series and the Truck Series are out there. And the Xfinity Series is out in Portland. Very weird weekend. Very fun weekend ahead because it's rare that you get back-to-back weeks when you have all 3 NASCAR National Series, F1 and IndyCar all racing in the same weekend. I feel like it is so fucking rare that actually ever happens. And we've got it this weekend. So let's get into some truck bets. A few things stuck out to me as you see the lines on the bottom of your screen. When I look at these lines, the favorites, I don't know, kind of sucks. But honestly, we're at a point in the Truck Series where it feels like it's anybody's race. It really feels like it's anybody's race, especially when you don't have these Cup guys jumping down, no Xfinity guys jumping down, all truck regulars. And that is awesome. That is what we need to have a fun betting slate in this series. Last week, Ben Rhodes was like 28-1 or 30-1, and he won that race. And my good buddy Dean Thompson, I tweeted this. I said, can you name this person? I just named him for you. This is Dean motherfucking Thompson. I need to move this chat box. Is this chat box in the way for you guys? Hold on. Let's slide this down just a hair. Why don't we do that? That's Dean Thompson. And Dean Thompson was one of the bets of the year. Top 3 at 30-1 and top 5 at 11-1. Saved my weekend. Still was not great because I'm just in a funk in the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series. Just can't do anything fucking right now. That's why we're doing a complete Wall of Dale reset. I love Dean Thompson for what he did. He is the hero of the weekend. I'm not going to put him up on the wall, though. Only people on the wall, and this is going to blow some minds. This is going to blow some minds. But Truex in prison, of course. I took McDowell out of prison. He was there for a week. We're over it for what he tried to do to Ty Gibbs at the All-Star race. Ross Chastain is the offspring of Brad Keselowski and Dale Earnhardt Sr. He stays. And then BJ McLeod, for the good juju, stays up as Sports God of the Week. This would be time number 24. 24-time recipient of Dalescenter Sports Guide of the Week. We need a clean slate. And that even included taking Austin Cindric off the dead to Dale. We did it. I'm not saying he's off permanently, but for this week, we need a clean slate. We need a restart because the betting has not been good enough. It just hasn't. It has not been good enough. We've had some good picks, but more bad picks. Cannot have that anymore. I'm done. I'm fucking done with it. Indy 500 went pretty good. But besides that, NASCAR not going so well. But I feel like, before I get off topic ranting about my performance in the betting world in NASCAR this year, it feels like it's anybody's race. It feels like it's anybody's race for Truck Day in the USA this weekend on Saturday afternoon. Or hashtag Wake Up With Trucks. It's not Truck Night. It's Wake Up With Trucks, ladies and gentlemen. So, Corey Heim is the favorite at 4.5-1, with Zane Smith as a co-favorite. All these lines courtesy of Barstool Sportsbook. Ty Majeski 5-1, Christian Eckes 6.5-1. Go ahead and tell you right now, before the program started, I locked in Eckes at 7-1 over on FanDuel. Christian Eckes, McAnally was really good here last year with Derek Kraus. Had a super good race truck. I love Christian Eckes this weekend. I think they're going to be really fast. He finished second here last year with ThorSport. Love Christian Eckes this weekend. I think if there's one guy that sticks out on the list of favorites, I got to go with Mr. Eckes. So 7-1 over on FanDuel is the best line I've seen for him so far. Otherwise, you're going to get 6.5-1, 6-1, hell, maybe 5.5-1. I think DraftKings had Eckes at 5.5-1, which is I wouldn't want to pay that. We'll wait on qualifying if that's the case. But 7-1, I think, is a good line. Charles, Eckes or Rhodes and Trucks, only way to bet it. Also, watch out for Purdy and Trucks. Ran solid here in the 61, now in the Ford truck. Yeah, I don't hate that. I think he finished 9th in the 61 truck. There was some chaos in that race, but it wasn't that crazy. He had a good run. And he's from Mississippi, so we like that. Taco Todd, thank you. Just got it cut. I actually kind of hate my haircut. I'll be honest. I kind of hate it. Kind of hate the haircut. And here's the crazy thing. So, I have my own woman who usually cuts my hair. She's great. But she's like an hour and a half away from me. So, instead, I went to Sports Clips. Proud NASCAR sponsor. I'm sitting here thinking, all right, every now and then I go to Sports Clips. Because NASCAR sponsor. They're with Denny Hamlin. Sometimes with Ty Gibbs or Christopher Bell. Maybe they've been on Truex. I don't know. But NASCAR sponsor. They got a banner of Ty Gibbs burning it down in their shop. Love that. Haircut wasn't great. It's all right. It's all right. I meant to get it this short, though. I don't want to go for a while. You know, I don't like getting my haircut. So, I go in there, haircuts, whatever. I'm real quiet. And this lady decides, let me get your eyebrow real quick. Doesn't even give me time to react and just fucking buzzes my eyebrow, dude. And I jumped and I was like, what the fuck did you just do? I don't know how noticeable it is. This is not this thin. She fucking buzzed the bottom of my eyebrow. And then I was like, well, fuck, do the other side so at least it's even. You see this? Can you tell? Have you ever had a hairdresser just buzz your eyebrow for no reason, without even asking? I want to know. I need to know. Has anybody ever had a hairdresser buzz your eyebrow without even asking? Just say, hey, let me get this. Bzz. Has that ever happened to anybody before? I know, we're supposed to be talking truck bets. But this is more important. Because eyebrows don't fucking grow back sometimes, dude. Sometimes eyebrows do not grow back. Like, how do you fuck with my eyebrows? Like, I didn't ask you to fuck with my eyebrows. And her name was Candy. Her name was Candy. Thought it would be a good experience. It was not. I will never go back to this particular sports clips ever again. I'm not going to blame all the sports clips. Can't let this one sports clips ruin it for me. But I will not go back in there again because I am so angry. So angry. Like, I get it if you want to ask. Like, I would never ask for someone. I got thick eyebrows. I don't want them thinned down because when you get older, they fucking start thinning out like your hair does for a lot of people. So how the fuck do you cut just bzz? No time to react. Insane. Absolutely insane. But I will support sports clips in another place. Maybe someday. Had to, Miss Taco Todd said, ex-hairdresser, I never would. Thank you. Yeah. We're in Mississippi, so yeah, of course her name was Candy. Exit. There you go, Greg. Greg Mathern, NASCAR Titan. Eyebrow Titan. The girl that does mine now just does it, but she knows I want that because she's the only one who's cut my hair in a year. There you go. That's a preference. Didn't ask. I go in, I give directions. I say, hey, I want the back a little bit trimmed. I want the front trimmed. I want a 2-guard on the sides, a little bit of blend. And that's it. I didn't say a god dang thing about my eyebrows. Anyway, look, this isn't Eyebrow Center. This is Dalescenter. But I had to talk about that because I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. And I'm never rude to people, but man, I was fucking pissed in that moment. I didn't cause a scene, but I was pretty passively rude, I will say. It was pretty passively rude. IDK, I wouldn't let that go that easy. Big boy John, yeah. No, I mean, I wanted to lose my fucking mind when I saw it happen. I just kept my cool. And, I still paid for it. That's another thing that pissed me off. When she did it, she should have been like, damn, we shouldn't charge you for that. Oh, well. This isn't Eyebrow Center. This isn't Haircut Center. This is Dalescenter. So, talking back on trucks. Chase Purdy, 40-1 here. I think you can get Chase Purdy 60-1 on Caesars. Could be wrong. Double check that for me. When I was looking at odds when I placed a couple bets earlier, I saw Chase Purdy and I was like, okay, interesting. And I think Jack Wood, you want to stick on the KBM train. Jack Wood's in the 51. We've seen people with very little experience do well here before, right? We've seen people that have jumped in trucks as a rookie, haven't made a start, do decent at this racetrack. It seems like a pretty simple racetrack. Now, I'm not a driver, so I can't tell you that's the case, but Jack Wood's in a KBM truck. Maybe he simplifies it. Could be a decent bet. I don't know. As I said, feels like this is up for grabs. Another thing, I like Taylor Gray. I like Taylor Gray. Kid's a good short track racer and a good truck. 20-1, though. I don't know if I can do 20-1. Usually doesn't qualify super well. But on the McAnally train, Christian Eckes' teammate, Jake Garcia, has been pretty damn good this year. If they have fast trucks, Jake Garcia, 60-1, 66-1, 71. 70 to 1, maybe not a bad bet. So maybe think about Jake Garcia on the McAnally train in the Truck Series. I've got a couple top plays you'll see later in the program. Couple of or another play you'll see in the Dalescenter Tanhart Triple Crown Parlay, which we hit last week. Gonna keep reminding you guys about that. If you like what you're seeing, please stop, take a second, and like the program. If you like having eyebrows, make sure you like the program. Drop a like, share, subscribe, do what you got to do to support me and the Garage Guys. Let's move on. It's been very long-winded, hasn't it? Xfinity Series at Portland. This was such a fun, crazy fucking race last year, wasn't it? I went back and watched the highlights. This is a crazy track to put a stock car on. I mean, straight up. And we don't have any Cup regulars this time around. You don't have AJ Allmendinger, who's regraduated back to the Cup Series. AJ won this race after wrecking on lap 1. Everybody's like, oh, he's done. Rain was fucking insane. It was all chaotic. I've been checking the forecast. No rain in the area. No rain in the area so far from what I've seen out in Portland for this race. So I think it's not going to be as crazy. Not going to be as crazy. This is a race that also feels like it's anybody's race, right? Cole Custer, 4-1. Once again, all NASCAR lines, courtesy of Barstool Sportsbook. Custer's a favorite at 4-1. We saw him hop down in the Xfinity Series last year, like exclusively on road courses and Fontana, and he was good at the road courses. He was. But 4-1, I think is too steep. Sheldon Creed at 5.5 to 1. You can get 6.5 to 1 over on DraftKings. That's the best line that I've seen. I don't know if you guys have seen anything better. If you have, let me know. I'll go ahead and tell you, I've already locked in my 6.5 to 1 for Sheldon Creed. I've taken a 2-week break from betting on Sheldon, I believe. It's fucking time, dude. This guy is too talented. He's a great road course racer. I think Sheldon Creed wins this race this weekend. Book it, lock it in. Sheldon Creed is your winner at Portland. You heard it here first. Is it the most bold pick ever? Maybe not, because a lot of people have learned that he's a wheelman. He's a good race car driver, and he's a good road racer with his diverse background in racing. But I'll tell you here, a lot of people I think have given up. I think a lot of people have given up on Sheldon. I have not. I think he gets his first career win at Portland this weekend. You heard it here first from me on Dalescenter. Sheldon fucking Creed is going to win this race. Teammate Austin Hill sitting at 6-1. Myatt Snyder at 6-1. Finished second in this race last year. Almost won it driving for Jordan Anderson Racing. This weekend he's in the 18 car, I believe. You know, it's weird. I hadn't checked the Xfinity entry list, but I'm pretty sure Myatt Snyder's in the 18. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me. 6-1's crazy, though. I think the rain and all the variables that occurred during that race helped someone like Myatt get a good finish. Chaos helped him get a good finish. 6-1's crazy, dude. 6-1's crazy, I think. I don't think you can do 6-1. Even being in a Gibbs car. I just don't see it. Justin Allgaier, 7-1. Sammy Smith, 7-1. Nemechek, 9-1. Parker Kligerman, 12-1. I kind of wanted to bet on Kligerman. I think that's too expensive. I don't know. I kind of want to wait on qualifying to see what happens with that 12-1 line. Jordan Taylor, 12-1. Hopped in that Cup car, struggled. This is just so much different. There's so much chaos in this race, too. Someone like him, I feel like, is going to struggle in his first ever start in this kind of race car. I think he's going to struggle. I don't think 12-1 is a good line. But, we'll see. Josh Berry, 20-1. Sam Mayer, I think, is a sleeper. Good road course racer. Sneaky road course racer. Was good here last year before he spun and had a problem and fucked his race up, like he tends to do from time to time. Hemrick, 25-1. Kaz Grala, kind of a road course ringer. Could be worth a dart, 30-1. And then scrolling down here, a guy that I will be betting on 100% is Brett Moffitt. Once again, flying under the radar, being slept on. Brett Moffitt has a road course win in the Truck Series. Or wait, did he finish second to Sheldon? Maybe that was what it was. He was good on the road courses in the Truck Series. He was running well here last year before he was another guy that spun out and fucked up because of the rain. I think Brett Moffitt is in the best ride that he's ever been in the Xfinity Series. I think he is a great sleeper candidate this weekend. Somebody get the meme in the Discord. I need to see the meme. Somebody load that up and tag me. You know the meme. I don't know what that meme's called, but it's hilarious. But 80-1 for Brett Moffitt, I like. But I'll go ahead and tell you, I've already locked in 100-1 for Brett Moffitt over on DraftKings Sportsbook. I've seen 80-1, 75-1 on most books. You can get 100-1 on DraftKings right now. The line did not move. I also got 20-1 for a top three compared to 18-1, 15-1 on other books. So I think Brett Moffitt's my sleeper. I always like to bet something on Preston Pardus. This guy's a good road course racer. If you get chaos, take a look at Preston Pardus. For a top five, probably get a good line. Top three, an amazing line. And to win, of course, he's like 200-1. Keep an eye on Preston Pardus. He is a true road course ringer. Not a lot of true road course ringers anymore. Keep an eye on Mr. Preston Pardus, who exclusively does road course races in the Xfinity Series. But that's all I got for Xfinity. You guys let me know what you think. I'm seeing some Sheldon Creed. I'm seeing some Myatt Snyder. Taco Todd. I already told you guys, we've done a Wall of Dale reset. We're putting nobody on this wall except BJ for the good vibes. Truex, we can't just let him out of prison. We can't let him walk free like this. And then Ross Chastain. We can't forget, he was quiet this weekend, but we cannot forget that he is, if Dale Earnhardt and Brad Keselowski had a baby, it would be Ross Chastain. Making sure you guys can see that. There he is, right there. Other than that, it's a Wall of Dale full reset because we got to gain some juju back. And I'll honestly just stop making fucking bad bets. How about that? That's what we should do. But we need a little bit of superstitiousness to help us out. Let's get to the Cup Series. I don't know what to think. I've seen Greg talk about it a little bit. I'm on Kyle Busch 12-1 and 23-11 guys, Reddick and Bubba Wallace. I got Bubba Wallace 35-1 and I got Tyler Reddick 14-1. I think 23-11 has been just getting better and better at all sorts of different types of racetracks. Their intermediate program has been super strong and getting better and better. And now we're using this intermediate program, the intermediate aero package, here at Worldwide Technology Raceway, which is also kind of throwing everybody through a loop because this track has probably more short track characteristics than it does characteristics of a Vegas or a Kansas or a Charlotte. I'm totally with Greg on Kyle Busch, though. I feel like if you're looking at Kyle Busch, you kind of cover all sides. He was good here. Had this race won before a late race yellow. And the 8 car was good here last year as well. And the 8 car's intermediate program has been good in 2023. So I like those three guys. I want to look deeper into some qualifying bets later. Not feeling it right now. We know I'm fucking terrible at qualifying bets. But we gotta reset. We're resetting the juju and getting back on the train for winning bets. Not just the Cup Series, the Truck Series, and the Xfinity Series. We're gonna win them all this weekend. I feel really good about it. But I think the best advice is unless you're gonna take a few sprinkles on some drivers, which I'm looking right here. Bubba's 40-1 on Barstool. What the fuck? Wow. That pisses me off because I already bet 35-1. Whatever. I don't know how I didn't see that. I don't know if that moved or what, but I'm pretty upset. Anyway, I think you should wait. We're going to wait on practice and qualifying for the meet, our head-to-head plays that we might like, our top 5 plays, our top 10 plays. I think it's a good time to wait unless you're going to sprinkle on a Reddick at 14-1, a Bubba at 40-1, or Kyle Busch, who has moved now to 8-1, I feel like, on most books. So kind of missed the train on that. We talked about it on the Garage Guys NASCAR podcast. I don't know when that line moved. When I bet it, it did not move at that time. But that's what I like for Cup. I think everything else, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for track time because I really don't know what to expect. Next up, we got Chase for the Cup. Like I said, Wall of Dale, we're doing a reset. You see it up on the header up here? We're doing a reset. Wallopdale draft, not happening. We've got our draft with us right here. This is all we have. This is all we need for now. We're going to get straight into Chase for the Cup and see what Garage Guy Chase likes for the NASCAR Cup Series at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Because I don't know. I really don't know besides the three guys I just laid out. I talked a little bit about Blaney. I wouldn't be surprised if Blaney goes back-to-back because he did have the car to beat here last year. He was like the only guy, one of the only guys that could pass at will at a race where no one could pass. Nobody could pass in this race last year. Blaney could. He spun out, made his way all the way back to the field and finished like fourth. But Ryan Blaney's another guy to keep an eye on at 10-1, 11-1. But that's really all I'm thinking right now for the Cup Series. Enjoy Illinois 300. Here is what Garage Guy Chase thinks.
Hello, I'm Chase Holden. Welcome to Chase for the Cup here on Dalescenter. Today we're going to talk about some bets for the Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway, which we will be at this weekend. So I hope to see some of you guys there. But I've been doing a little bit of research. I haven't got a ton to give you as far as top 10s and outrights go, but we do have some Dalescenter exclusive qualifying bets, and I'm going to read them all here from Dalebook. Let's begin. For St. Louis this weekend, my first outright that I have to take, which you can find over on Action Network. If you don't follow me there, you should. Bubba Wallace, 40-1 on Barstool. 40-1. Man went from 20-1 to 40-1. I don't know what they know, but I hope they're wrong because I'm betting on this. I'm taking this and I'm riding with it. It's going to be a great dart. Now I can actually lower the amount of money that I'm going to play on this. I think that I'll probably end up still putting maybe about half a unit on it because I can. The other ones that I have are Christopher Bell, which I rarely bet on Christopher Bell, but at this type of track and with him being very, very quiet, maybe not having the best of luck as of late, I want to take advantage of that, so I am. You can get C-Bell right now over on Caesars at 11-1. So tail that with me if you want to. And then the last outright that I'm going to go ahead and take is mainly due to recency bias and because we all know that getting a win can change the game for a lot of folks. That's Ryan Blaney. I got him at 10-1 over on Barstool. And it's not just because of him winning the race last week. It's because he had a really good finish here last year as well. So I think that we can see some of that translate. Moving on to my top 10 bets. I only have one, and I think it's worth noting that this man did finish inside of the top 10 here last year. It's AJ Allmendinger, and you can get him right now on Caesars at plus 675. That's right, plus 675 for a top 10 on Caesars. We're going to be talking to AJ Sunday morning on Garage Talk Live. I got to add some extra energy into this play, and because he's already done it before, who's to say he can't do it again? I think that these odds are pretty long for a top 10 for a guy that's already proven that he can make that happen. So be on the lookout for that one as well. And now let's get to the Dalescenter exclusives. So qualifying, I'm going to run through these really quickly. I don't want to give too much explanations on this. I'm sure that some of these names have already been mentioned. If not, you're hearing them from me right now. And this is the only place you're going to get them from. But these are my poll boys for the Enjoy Illinois 300. I have Denny Hamlin at 9-1 on Barstool. Christopher Bell, 9.5-1 on Caesars. Tyler Reddick, 12-1, Barstool. Ty Gibbs, 25-1 on Caesars. And finally, Austin Cindric, 28-1 on Barstool. My main reasoning for those guys that I just listed out to you, for Denny, obviously, it's Denny. It's Toyota. Gibbs was pretty good here last year, and I like that. I don't think too much of an explanation needs to go in for Denny or for C-Bell. And honestly, for Tyler Reddick, because Red Dog, even though he was in a different car last year, he's now moved to a car that finished third here last year. And I think that we're going to see that success with Toyota continue to translate. But the two guys I do want to give a little bit of explanation of why I'm betting on is Ty Gibbs and Austin Cindric. For one, Austin Cindric at 28-1 is pretty long for a guy that almost did get the pole here last year, even though Chase Briscoe got it. Why are you not betting on Chase Briscoe then, Chase? Well, you've seen what's happened, but who knows? Maybe now that Chase Briscoe doesn't have the crew chief and he has his fine, maybe he'll be extra motivated. With Ty Gibbs, my main reasoning is I'm hoping that we see some of the same stuff that was in the car that Kyle Busch was driving last year translate to this 54. Even though he's a rookie driver, he's still Ty Gibbs. He's still a good driver. So I think it's worth a shot for qualifying. So those are my poll boys. Those are my bets. I hope you have enjoyed Dalescenter and Chase for the Cup by me, Chase Holder. Go win some money. Do it.
All right, there you have it. Dude, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, love the AJ Allmendinger top 10 bet. I think when the program ends, I'm probably going to go bet both Kala guys for top 10s. They both ran well here last year. 10th and 14th, I think. AJ was 10th. Haley was 14th. Who knows? I like those lines at 6.5 to 1, 675. Good lines. So there you have it. And you got your Dalescenter exclusive qualifying bets. And then you got the AJ Allmendinger Garage Talk news. I didn't remember if we said that on the pod. I didn't know Chase was going to say it on there. Well, there you go. We'll be interviewing AJ Allmendinger live in the fan zone, 9 a.m. sharp, to precede the Kenny Wallace Race Day Revival with John Roberts. John Roberts and Kenny Wallace. We're like the slapdick band before Van Halen plays. That's what we are. And AJ's going to be up there with us. Is he going to enjoy it? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But we're going to have a good time. Now, back to the Tanhart Triple Crown Parlay segment. We hit our second parlay of the year on week 12. 2 parlays in 12 weeks. Pretty good. I feel like it's pretty good. Hold on. I want to verify it's been 12 weeks. I don't know if the Coke sick. It could be more. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 weeks. Okay. 2 for 15 on parlays this year. I don't think that's bad. Parlays are really difficult to hit. So I don't feel bad about it. The important thing is we are positive in units on parlays. I don't add that in my total unit count because it's fucking reckless. It's not expert. It's not expert advice on the unit count. So I have my spreadsheet on what I'm doing. It is positive on parlays, which is good because we had just hopped back into the negative side on parlays for 2023 until last weekend. So cheers to that. Hope you guys may have hit something in your parlays that you put down. I guess we'll find out here later. But the Tanhart Triple Crown on the bottom of your screen. Love it. Absolutely love this parlay. Christian Eckes top 5, Scotty Mack top 5, and a Sheldon Creed top 5. Plus $8.92 over on Caesar Sportsbook. A $100 bet would win $892. That's my parlay. What is your parlay? We've got plenty of racing. We've got Netflix. We've got IndyCar. We've got Cup, Xfinity, and trucks this weekend. I want to see you guys' parlays. It's time to get the parlay segment going again. We've had 2 weeks off of the parlay segment. That's crazy. Or no, 1 week off, but it's been 2 weeks since we've done the parlay segment. The Dalescenter Community Parlay is back right now. I need to know what you guys' parlays are to get back into the winning column on the Dalescenter Community Parlay segment. We still have not had a Dalescenter Community Parlay hit in 2023. We're 15 weeks in, ladies and gentlemen. I need a winner. I need a name. I need to give a name for this segment. Remember, if you give me a winning parlay in this chat and I pick it and I write it, this segment will be named after you for the rest of 2023. We can name it whatever you want it to be named. The Dalescenter Community Parlay will enshrine you into its Hall of Fame, and the segment will be named after you for the rest of the year. So without further ado, I need to see some parlays in the chat ASAP at this moment so I can pick one to ride before we get into the Tanhart or the Dalescenter top plays of the evening of the weekend, which is another stacked weekend of racing. Exit's going to start us off here. Christian Eckes top 3, a Sammy plus 1663 over on Bovada. I like that. I haven't decided how I feel about Sammy Smith yet. I don't know. Sammy's good. He's talented. But I don't know how I feel about him on a track like this. At least not at this moment. Well, that's a good start. 16-1. That's a fucking juicy parlay. Nick Macbeth. Welcome. He's got Infinger, Seabell, Kligerman, all top 5s. 14-1. Let us know what book that is too, by the way. Probably Caesars or Bovada, I would guess, because Trucks, Xfinity aren't giving us top 5s on Barstool or DraftKings or any of those other big books. I'm curious about Infinger. Infinger, probably not a bad play this weekend. Seabell, I like what Chase said. I don't hate the Seabell play. And Kligerman, I'm in a weird spot. I'm just so tired. Like, Kligerman is good. I know he's talented. And I know his car has speed, but God, it always, something always happens to that race car, man. And the 75 truck. Something always breaks on those motherfuckers. And it makes me not want to bet on him anymore, because I feel like I always bet on Parker. I thought 17-1 for a top 5 last week at Charlotte was such a good bet for him. Such a good bet. I felt amazing about that bet, and then I don't know what happened. Something broke in his car, and he finished last. Very unfortunate. All right, more parlays. I need them. I need the parlays, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Thompson. Hey, I got you, bro. Dean. I can't explain. Chat, Dean Thompson from the Truck Series has just entered the program. Oh, wait. Let me get over there. I got your picture. I'm probably one of the only people on the planet that has a picture of you other than, your family or maybe your friends. Dean, I bet on you. And, look, I'm just going to tell you. You feel free to comment whatever you would like. But I bet on you for a top 5 and a top 3 in the truck race, and I gave those picks out. The top 5 was 11-1, so if you bet on you at that price, a $100 bet would have won $1,100. And the top 3 was 30-1, which is a huge long shot bet, Dean. I need you to understand, a $100 bet on a 30-1 line wins $3,000 if it hits. And you passed. You had a great run and passed Hocevar. Coming to the line and got the top 3. So that was clutch. That is why you were on my Instagram. Yeah. I had to give the shout out. That's Dean Thompson. And I could be wrong, but it might be the first driver that's ever entered the chat. It's definitely the first driver that's come in here and said something. So I fuck with that. I love that and I appreciate that. I need some claps in the chat for Dean Thompson, because that's how we started the show, Dean. You were my hero this past weekend. I believed that you were going to get a top 3 or a top 5. I think I picked you to win at 100-1. That would have been insane. But the top 3 and the top 5 helped us out as a community. That's what I was saying. I don't know if you can legally respond, but that was my point. Comment what you want. But there you go. I had to give you your credibility. I had to give you some credit. So that's it, Dean. I appreciate you. Yeah. Don't feel weird. I got pictures of everybody. Here's a half picture of John Hunter Nemechek. This is my favorite. It was a race last year that I bet the house on him, and he crashed or some shit, and I ripped his picture in half. But I still use it. So I've got everybody in stock. So Dean, I appreciate you, man. Welcome to Dalescenter. I see everybody talking. Hey, Dean, one more thing. Robbie Walker just said you won him some strip club money. Not bad. Maybe something you probably wouldn't want to respond to, but that gives you an idea of the Garage Guys community here on Dalescenter. So we thank you. We thank you very much. But I'm going to continue on with more parlay action here. Spurs Ted Lasso. The Ted's Triple Titty, Blaney top 3, Snyder top 3, Hocevar top 5. A $100 bet on that parlay would win $2,200 over on Caesar Sportsbook. Man, I'm just not on the Snyder train, dude. I'm not on the Myatt Snyder train. I just don't think I can do it. Don't think I can do I just feel like he's so overpriced, man. It's killing me. Eric, Chase Purdy top 5, Sheldon Creed top 3, Bubba top 10, 25-1 on Caesars. Ghost, welcome. Dean Thompson says, I perform for the fans. There you go. There you go. That's all we need to know. That's all the community needs to know about Dean Thompson. The man is here to perform for the fans. We love that. This is a historic moment, guys, here on Dalescenter. Historic moment. I need someone to you guys need to go to Twitter and tweet this out. Be like, Dean Thompson is a man of the people. Not doing anything wrong, nothing illegal. Just being a man of the people, just being here and just saying, hey, I saw the picture. Here it is one more time. If you don't know Dean Thompson, get to know him. I appreciate you, sir. But this is a historic moment. Eric said, Dean, you liked my tweet when I posted my betting slips. Cash big. Yeah. This is the kind of stuff we need in the NASCAR community, man. It's just really fun. It's just really fun when you add a little bit more skin in the game, and now we have a moment like this. We appreciate you. And that was good. And Eric, thank you for tailing that bet. I felt good about it, but we got to thank Dean more than anybody for having a great run. Career run. All right, more parlays. Eric, I really like that parlay, though. We talked about Chase Purdy earlier in a KBM truck. KBM was really good here last year. Remember, Chandler Smith had the truck to beat, and he wrecked. He got wrecked by Grant Enfinger and still almost won that race. And then the race was won by Corey Heim, who was in a KBM truck as well. So you got to like that KBM had speed here last year. Chase Purdy's been a little bit better in 2023 in a fast truck. Keep an eye on Chase Purdy. So I like that. Top 5. To go with my Sheldon top 3, Bubba top 10. I think Bubba has a good opportunity to be really fast again. I don't hate that parlay. Nick Macbeth has a long shot parlay here. Brad K top 5, Taylor Gray top 5, and a Mayer top 5. 60-1 on Caesars. Man, I really, really like that one. 60-1? What is Brad for a top 5? What is Brad straight up? RFK's been good. I like when we get to these like toss-up races, it makes me like Brad K even more. It makes me like RFK even more. When we have uncertainty, I feel like it makes me want to lean even more on Brad Keselowski. He was really fast last week too. And the intermediate program for RFK has been way better than it was in 2022. So I don't think Brad K top 5 is crazy. Taylor Gray, love Taylor Gray. I think Taylor Gray is going to be good this weekend. And then Sam Mayer, underrated, going to be slept on, I think. Is a good road course racer. I don't know if he wins, but I think Taylor Gray I think Sam Mayer is going to have a good run. We just hit over the 1 hour mark here on Dalescenter. 1 hour, 7 minutes into the program. I think I'm going to pick a parlay. I hadn't seen a lot from you guys. Spurs Ted Lasso says, Purdy letting me down as much as Ole Miss baseball this year. Is Ole Miss bad this year? Dude, I hadn't seen a lick of college baseball. It's crazy. I can't believe it's flown by to where we're like in conference tournaments and shit. Like flown by, dude. Dude, I think I'm going to ride with Nick Macbeth here. I love that long shot parlay. I think that is a very realistic parlay this weekend. That's what it's going to be. Nick Macbeth, you've got the Dalescenter Community Parlay this weekend. That is a Brad Keselowski top 5, a Taylor Gray top 5, and a Sam Mayer top 5. All NASCAR, all good. I love it. We need some spice. We need some spice up in this parlay segment. I'll go ahead and tell you. Eric's parlay is good too, man. Eric's parlay is good, but I for 60-1, I'm obsessed with that parlay. Obsessed. I think at the worst, we go 2 for 3. So there you have it. Nick Macbeth is getting the Dalescenter Community Parlay shout out this weekend. Man, there you go. You see it right there. Keep moving. Keep moving. Let's get to the Dalescenter top 5 plays of the weekend. Number 5, I already talked about him earlier. Somebody post the meme in the Discord and tag me if you hadn't already. Because I'm betting on Brett Moffitt again. I took a week off of betting on Brett Moffitt, but we're back. I think underrated, flying under the radar. He's had good runs at road courses before, had a good shot in this race last year. Now he's with a better team, a more consistent team, needs a good run. They always run so well, and then something bad happens. One thing I don't know, guys, if anybody can verify this for me, do we have non-competitive pit stops this weekend at Portland? Are pit stops non-competitive? Can anybody verify that for me? That is important information, but I've already bet on Brett Moffitt. You can get him at 100 to 1 on DraftKings, 20 to 1 for a top 3. I like it so much that I'm making it a top play. And then you can get the 7 to 1 over on Caesars Sportsbook. So, look, Brett's day is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out. I think Brett Moffitt is way too slept on. But I think if this race is a non-competitive pit stop race, that helps guys like Moffitt so much. Like, I've noticed so many times this year when Moffitt's been running up in the top 10, maybe around the top 5, and his pit crew just loses like 8 to 10 spots. Not every time, but so many different times. Having non-competitive pit stops helps so much. I think Parker Kligerman at Mid-Ohio was a great example. He led that race, and he was able to keep his track position because he didn't have a pit crew that was underfunded compared to Zane Smith or some of the Kyle Busch trucks. And Parker won that race. That's a huge element for some underdog bets, and I think Brett Moffitt completely fits the mold there this weekend at Portland. So weird. Portland. It's so weird to say NASCAR is racing at Portland. What a crazy place. But it's going to be exciting, so we can't wait for that. Next up, Dalescenter top play number 4. We're going to stick with the Xfinity series. I've already talked about them. I'm on Sheldon Creed in all aspects. I've got the to win ticket, and I've got the top 3 ticket in a parlay. That's where I'm going to go. I would not hammer the top 3 as an outright, though. Or not an outright. I wouldn't hammer that top 3. I guess the outright's the right term there. I just would not hammer the top 3 bet straight up. That's the term I was looking for. Because Sheldon's boom or bust, right? We hit our parlay last week because he got beat by Chandler Smith. I was trying to think what that third leg was. But the last leg of our Tan Hart Triple Crown was Chandler Smith to beat Sheldon. And I love Sheldon, but it's just not a guy that right now in his career you need to bet to win head-to-head matchups, to finish top 3 at plus 100 or plus 200 or plus 250 because it's just not worth it because he's so boom or bust. I think 650 is pushing it, but dude, I really think he has got this circled on his calendar. Like, I could come out here and fuck everybody up and lead every single lap. So I love Sheldon Creed this weekend. Put the top 3 in a parlay. Put a top 5 in a parlay, but don't hammer the top 3 because of the boom or bust qualities that Sheldon has represented so far in his young career in the Xfinity Series. So that's Dalescenter top play number 4. We're moving on to trucks. There's a few things I like in the truck series. Talked about this guy earlier as well. Christian Eckes, 7 to 1 over on FanDuel. I'm sure there's a chance this line could move by the time this program ends. But go to Caesars and get that top 5 plus 110. I think Christian Eckes is going to be one of the guys to beat. To get plus money on him for a top 5, I think, is a steal. I'd like to see what Bovada has, if any of you guys know what Bovada has. Greg said yes. Kay Gavin said yes. I'm guessing you guys are all saying yes about the non-competitive pit stop. That's what I'm hoping. Because I think that's right. But I like the top 5 for Christian Eckes at plus money. He's also been pretty fucking good at qualifying this year. Him and Jake Garcia both have been good qualifiers. If he qualifies up in the top 5, is fast in practice, you won't see plus money for a top 5 anymore. The books will adjust. So give me plus money for the top 5 on Christian Eckes. Love that bet. And then take the outright over on FanDuel, 7 to 1. been amazing this year. The intermediate program has been good enough to run top 5, and McAnally trucks were very fast in this race in 2022. Dalescenter top play number 2. We're going to stick with the Craftsman Truck Series. The one we didn't really talk about. This is a matchup over on Barstool Sportsbook. I get it. Ben Rhodes just switched crew chiefs. Not saying the books know that. The books had no fucking clue that even happened, I'm sure. But Ben Rhodes did get a crew chief change because Matt Crafton's crew chief left the program at ThorSport. And you look at this matchup, Ben Rhodes versus Jesse Love, who's making his first career start in the truck series in that number 1 truck. That one truck has been really bad on pit road this year. We've seen it with all their drivers. That's a big factor here. Ben Rhodes has been good in just about every race this year. Was really bad a couple weeks ago, though, at... where was that at? I think it was North Wilkesboro. Was not great. He's had a couple bad races. A couple due to being involved in an accident. But the 99 truck has had speed, and we saw that at Charlotte last year. Give me speed, give me experience versus a kid that's never raced in the truck series. Love this matchup. This, I think, if there is a 2.5 to 3 unit bet on the weekend, it's Ben Rhodes over Jesse Love in the truck series this weekend. Give me the experience all day. If it loses, it's going to lose because Ben Rhodes wrecks or has some fuck up. It's not going to lose based off performance, I think. This is a 2.5, 3 unit play. Ben Rhodes over Jesse Love for the truck race. And the Dalescenter number 1 top play of the weekend. We kind of talked about it. Somebody said it in the chat. I think it was K. Gavin, like reading our minds. I think he said it before Rotodoc even brought up Scotty Mack. I don't know if Rotodoc got him at 16-1. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. This has been a great style of racetrack when it just talking about street courses for Scotty Mack. Almost won the season opener this year at St. Petersburg. I think there's going to be a big bounce back after a mediocre run at Indy. These type of racetracks have been good for Scott McLaughlin, so give me the plus money on top 5. I think he's going to qualify well. I think he'll make the Fast 6. I think he'll run up front, and I think he's going to be a contender to win this race. As Rotodoc said, I think 9-1, 10-1 is still a good line to bet on Scott McLaughlin this weekend at the Detroit Grand Prix. Plus money for a top 5 just feels outrageous. So that's what I'm rolling with as a Dalescenter number 1 top play of the weekend. Scotty Mack on a street course. Woo! I'm out of breath. I felt so shitty today. I'm still kind of under the weather. Streamlabs fucked up everything a couple days ago. So I really wasn't sure how this program went. I do want to give one more shout out to Dean Thompson, jumping in the chat, saying hey to the community. Love that. Tells me a lot about that guy. So I appreciate that. And we appreciate him for being the betting hero of the weekend last week during the 600 weekend, Memorial Day weekend racing, best weekend in motorsports. Dean Thompson was the hero. Thank you guys again for watching. Give a shout out to Hooters. Subscribe here at Garage Guys. If you like what you saw today on this program, give us a like on this channel. Give us a subscription. Like on the stream. Tell your friends. Tell everybody about Dalescenter. The report that Garage Guy Chase just started. And then go listen to the Garage Guys NASCAR podcast on your favorite audio platform. One more thing. I told you guys we were going to do this. We're going to go on Twitter here. And I want to look and see if anybody's parlays actually cashed. Let's see here. Remember I said I was giving away a Garage Guys package to anybody that could nail a triple legger parlay that had to be 7-1 or higher. 7-1 or longer is probably the better term. Let me go find this. And I want to see, because I have not looked at the comments yet to see if anybody actually hit one. But I also have not had anybody say anything to me that they hit one. And I figured somebody would have fucking reached out by now. All right, let me get my screen shared here real quick. Which, let me see if I can. Streamlabs is a big old turd sandwich, so screen capture. Let's do screen 2. Actually, no, we can do screen 1. Let's do that. All right. You guys see my screen? Oh, wait, not yet. Not yet. Hold on. You'll see it soon. You'll see it soon. You will see it soon. All right, here we go. Here we are on Twitter. We're going to check and see if anybody won, and we'll get a Garage Guys Hooters prize package. Cody Zeeb had Chase Elliott top 10, and there you go. I don't know, and you guys got to let me know on F1. I don't know the finishing results on the Formula One race, but Chase Elliott did not get a top 10, so we know that is a dead parlay. Ben had William Byron top 5, Scott Dixon top 5. Nope. Scott Dixon finished 6th. Exit had, okay, let's look at this. Eckes top 3, Nemechek top 3. Oh my God. Oh my God. Eckes is the one that blew it. This is a crazy parlay. Holy shit. Exit. I think I remember you saying something about this in the Discord. Oh my God, what a parlay. Look at that. That is so good. I don't know. Wait, the Perez must top 3. Did Perez get a top 3? I think Perez did get a top 3. Wow, that was a good parlay. I'm sorry, Exit. All right, Son of Smoke had Connor Daly top 5, Gibbs top 3. We know that one didn't hit. Todd had a Tyler Reddick to win Indy, and then Scott Dixon to win. Ooh, Sean Brady. Okay. Oh fuck, this one may have hit. But what was group D with John Hunter? I don't know. Can anybody tell me? Fuck. Anybody tell me if John Hunter Nemechek won that group? Oh wait, over Allgaier, Custer, and Barry. Damn it, nope. He did not beat Allgaier. R.I.P. All right, Andrew had Larson Group A, Ben Rhodes against Friesen, Lance Stroll top 10. I know Lance Stroll crashed out. Leclerc did not win. All right, let's see this. Rossi top 5. Verstappen, yeah. Bowman. Did Alex Bowman get a top 10? I don't think so. Wait, I think Bowman did get a top 10. Somebody verify it. This is a winner. If Bowman got a top 10, this one's a winner. From Cameron. Hold on. I'll look on my phone. Let's find out. Did Alex Bowman get a top 10? No, he finished 12th. Damn it. Damn it. Raphael, big Dalescenter guy. Rossi over Renus, that hit. Kanan over Herta. Bell did not get a top 5. Okay, top 5 Sato, that didn't hit. Oh, wow, this was close, though. No, okay, so Perez did not finish inside the top 5, so that wouldn't have mattered. Corey Heim? Nope. That was a good one, though. Ghost, I saw you in here earlier. Had Raja top 3. That didn't happen. Sammy didn't. Nope. I like it, though. I like that parlay. Damn, I would have paid almost 200 to 1. Trevor Self. Nope. This guy didn't even put a parlay. He just put a bunch of... I mean, tell me you have no fucking idea. What the hell is this? This isn't even a parlay. What the fuck is this, dude? What? This isn't even parlayable. This is a Netflix subscriber. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Minus 360, minus 450, minus 450. Oh my goodness gracious. $20 would pay $4. Oh my god, dude. What the hell? Okay, Auto Lotto. Red Bull Racing top 6. Honda. No, Chevy won. And Toyo did not win. Man, okay. Chase Elliott, nope, did not. He had Logan Sargent. My guy Dylan. The faith in America with Logan Sargent. Yeah, no big deal. You'd only be a millionaire off of a $100 bet. I'm sorry. An 8.5 or about an $8 million winner. That one didn't hit. Ty Gibbs did not. Chastain, nope. Damn it, Spurs. Ted Lasso. All right, a few more here. Harvick versus Byron, nope. Hocevar top 5. Hemrick, nope. Kyle Busch, damn. Hemrick was good too. That one was close, Jasper. If you're in here, Kyle. Gibbs did not. Dude, Gibbs killed so many parlays. Holy shit, man. Chastain, nope. Sergio Perez, Scott Dixon, nope. Larson, nope. Top 3, nope. Ty Gibbs, nope. Wait, yeah, nope. Oh, wait, that's Xfinity, okay. Minus 160. Zane, wrecked, nope. And then Verstappen, Corey Heim, Gibbs. Damn. I can't believe it. I really thought somebody would hit a parlay. Dude, that's crazy. Ghost, you had Heim winner, Verstappen winner, and Bubba top 3. Heim finished 2nd, and Bubba finished 4th. Oh my god, dude. I'm sorry. That's crazy. That's tough. That's a good parlay, though, man. There were some good ones on there. There were some close ones, right? Oh, this is kind of fucked up. Oh, well. Yeah, I wanted to look at that and make sure that no one actually hit one. I wish somebody did, man. I hate that. I wish somebody had hit one. But it is what it is. Alright, guys. Thanks again for watching. That was a good episode. Thanks again to Dean Thompson. Thanks for everybody putting your parlays. More parlays next week. We need more parlay energy, guys. I know we've kind of been in a funk recently, but I need some better parlay energy from you guys. It's going to be another fun weekend. If you're going to be at St. Louis, come find us. Say hello. Check us out on the main stage for Garage Talk with AJ Allmendinger and more during this weekend at Worldwide Technology Raceway. I love you all. Appreciate you. Good luck on everybody's bets for this weekend. We appreciate you. Win some motherfucking money.